Urbex. Actually, that's another thing too. As I'm going back into this, as I was back in this old neighborhood where I used to live, back in November, actually, there's this abandoned hole. It's like a block that's abandoned, and in the fall, sorry, in the beginning of the winter, I went up in there, took some shots, but it was dark. It's the winter. It sucked. It's shitty. Now though, I was there, and there's been absolutely no development on this property, which is abandoned, and there's no real, there's no construction going on yet. I would say that I probably have a little bit of a window. Busy today, and if I can get up early enough tomorrow, then I can really get there at the crack of dawn, and then really get some good light and be up in there. Take some pictures, take some video. I think that'll be a good little tomorrow. So I'm gonna have maybe it'll be an episode specifically about this abandoned property. Hopefully, but it's good weather too, so I anticipate more like squatterish people. But this is a real hobby for me too, like this whole Urbex thing and abandoned buildings for whatever reason. When I stumbled into the whole kind of Urbex thing back in 2016, like March, April 2016, and was I would say a game-changing experience, more of a life-changing experience. So I'm gonna bust out the action cam, which has turned into this, like it barely works. What was the? It's like so Christmas I got this. So Christmas I go on this app Wish, which is it's like kind of like a competitor of sorts to Amazon. And what do I see there? I type in GoPro, but up pops this shit called Wimius, the 4K action cam. And from what I can kind of surmise from why it's even on, because they have their own, because they were charging the same for the Wimius 4K action cam on Wish as they were on their own the site of the actual manufacturer. Why? Probably because nobody had the fuck. Probably because there's a few budget GoPro there's a few low level budgets GoPro kind of cameras, right? They just actually released one that was like $329. The specs are a little bit lower, but anyway, there's a few at Walmart too. Wimius isn't at Walmart, but there's other versions of that. There's the Vivitar fucking action cam, and so I ordered this. So yeah, I think pretty much that to get exposure, they basically so Wish kind of it brings awareness to Wimius just by them having this camera listed on the site, even though it's the same price. Anyway, so I go and I order it. I'm like, whatever, $80. It was also a gamble too, because I kind of, like with everything, you're only ever going to see the real. You're not going to see people. Well, it's not true. There was plenty of people praising both the camera and Wish as a company. But to be honest, there was a lot of whining and complaining. So with the whining and complaining, a lot of it was like the product didn't show up, or this camera's shit, or fuck Wish, the app. It took forever. So I'm like, whatever, I'll take a risk. It was like $80 or whatever. Ironically, I haven't used it a lot since I bought it, but I used it a lot for the first 3 months, and then it's interesting because it doesn't really. It charges, right? It has the USB connector. It has two batteries, but it doesn't charge the greatest. You know what I mean? You can charge it all day, and then you take it off, and then it's like, yep, 25%. You're like, what the fuck? That's kind of why. And then when you really think about unless your thing is photography, the iPhone and the iPad, which I have, is almost just as well for what my purposes. Anyway, the point is, the Wimius 4K comes and I've been using it in different, capacities. That action cam, I'm gonna bust that out specifically for this Urbex mission tomorrow. Also, like revisiting the same sites, because Ottawa don't got that many sites. Ottawa isn't like an Urbex fucking. I guess in this reconstruction, so there's like a bit of a redevelopment going on in Ottawa to make it a bit more metropolitan. And I guess in that process, there's properties being I've stumbled across a few abandoned properties, but I think there's even an Ottawa abandoned blog or something. Anyway, I should submit some shit to that actually. Anyway, the point is I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow, and maybe I don't know how I don't know how to Urbex is a visual thing, right? I don't know how I'm gonna what there is to rant about, Maybe the history of that. I don't know. The main focus of tomorrow is the videotaping and the photography, quote unquote. I'm not a photographer, but taking some pictures, and but yeah, the original.